We are back again. Yes, I always kept this background light red because it didn't do that thing. You see that? That waving it? Yeah, that's aggravating. Now I found out that I could actually dim that light. So now I can have it whatever color I want, which is nice. I don't think anyone cares, but I care. So figured I'd let you guys know. Life pro tips. Everyone can use some. They're amazing. We'd love to see it. So let's get into it. Unsub from subs like Trashy or I Am a Total Piece of They'll just put you in a bad mood, and there's absolutely no reason to sub to them unless you want to be pissed off for some reason. Yeah, this is something that I did a while ago, like not necessarily on here, but like just clearing out like my Instagram feed or my Facebook or Twitter, just getting out, like, because people do that. They'll be junking up your feed and you don't even really realize it. And then one day you're just like, why am I even following you? Like, you're just making me, you're making me itchy, and I don't like, I'm getting uncomfortable, and I just don't really like what you're saying. I don't like your vibe. You're bringing me down, okay? And I don't like that. So yeah, that was definitely one of the best things I did, was just kind of clear out the people that I'm following on social media, because I think it matters. You know, we're on social media so much, so you know, you should be looking at things, you should be consuming content that's actually uplifting, not these people who are just complaining all the time and just being negative. That's annoying. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. If you hate cleaning, have less stuff. Easy, simple. That's something that I do. It's great. So I moved recently, and that was like a perfect opportunity to just throw out a whole bunch of stuff that like I just had for some reason. I was so confused. I'm like, okay, I'm obviously not gonna take this with me, so why is it still, like, it's just here, it's just taking up space. Ugh. So yeah, throwing a whole bunch of stuff out and just not having a lot of things is amazing. Because not only does it give you a nice minimalist look, but you don't really have to clean much, because there's not much to clean. It's perfect. Turn off notifications on your social media apps. Check them when you want or at scheduled times. Your use will be less compulsive and you'll be less distracted while you're trying to get stuff done. Yeah, that's annoying. Like, getting a whole bunch of notifications all the time, like, it's super distracting. Like, whenever I'm reading or if I'm trying to edit a video, like that's the time where I know I have to really focus. So, you know, I'll just have my phone like face down, and I'll try to keep it away from me, because I noticed that if I had it next to me and I just like flip it over and I, you know, check one social media app, then it's like 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, and I'm still on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, just going through the cycle, and then I'm like, oh my god, wow, I didn't get anything done in the past half hour. Like get this thing away from me. Like, it's terrible. I highly recommend doing that. You know, the notifications, whatever, but when you're trying to do something, just don't even look at it. Just face down, away from you, and just focus, just work. Even when you're going for a short drive, dress appropriately. You never know when bad luck could displace you from your vehicle. Displace. Interesting. I don't have to get all dressed up just to go out, but I like to look presentable for the most part. You know, I can't just go out looking sloppy and unkempt. I can't just go out looking like I just don't care about anything, you know what I mean? That's just me, I don't know. I don't need to have like a suit on or anything, but you know, I don't want to completely look like I just rolled out of bed. Everything in your home needs to be cleaned at some point. If there's something you've never cleaned, it's probably due. Absolutely. Even just dust. And a lot of times you don't even realize it. You know, it doesn't even look dirty, but then when you actually get down and you look at it and you're like, oh my god, this is filthy. There's dust everywhere. It just accumulates. It's terrible. Like, I have right here, like, my desk is white, so it's very noticeable. So I guess that's one good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it's very noticeable. So whenever there's anything on it, it just shows up and it drives me crazy. Don't underestimate the importance of water when you decide to use alcohol. Use alcohol. I'm gonna go out tonight, I'm gonna go to the bar and use alcohol. Extremely important. Like, why do people think that you could just drink a whole bunch of alcohol and then come home at like 3 a.m. and not drink any water and just go straight to bed? Like, yeah, you're gonna wake up with a horrible hangover. Like, you're dehydrated. Are you stupid? What are you doing? Like, no. Drink water. It's important all the time. Not just when you're drinking alcohol. Not just when you're using alcohol. Okay? You need to drink water all the time. It's very important. That's my pro tip to you. Hydration. Turn off your radio and just listen to your car sounds monthly. If you hear weird noises, it can alert you to mechanical issues. I feel like this is something that people do on purpose. They, you hear your car making a weird noise and you just you turn the radio up a little bit. I have definitely done that at some point. Just like, you hear some weird noises and you're like, ugh, that's probably not good. Okay, I'll deal with that at a later point, not right now. I'm busy. Recognize that social media is life partially staged and edited. It is partially real, but partially marketing. Yeah, I mean, everyone on social media, like, first of all, you're gonna take like 1,000 pictures and you're gonna choose the one with the best angle and the best lighting, and then you're gonna edit that to make the lighting even better and the angle, like, you're just gonna do all this stuff to it. That's the problem with social media. Like, I like it, okay? But I think that there's a massive downside to it, and it's the fact that, people who they're not exactly happy with their life, or they spend too much time on social media, they look at all these people who just look amazing, and well, why does their life look so great? It's because they're taking pictures from when they were traveling, when they're at their peak, and then they're showing that to you. It's like, those people aren't showing you when they look crusty and they're and they're like just rolled out of bed and they look terrible. They're not showing you that. They're not telling you, hey, I just got fired and I'm behind on my bills. No, they're gonna show you, oh my God, I'm on the beach. Don't believe everything you see on social media, okay? That's one thing that I really wish people can understand. I know it's easier said than done, but like, you can't just like look at other people's lives and be like, wow, they look like they're always having such a good time. Why am I not? It's like, that's only just a small glimpse into their life, and they're giving you the best of the best. So you can't gauge someone's life off of their social media page. Okay, this one I'm really gonna like get into, okay, because I love this. Don't limit yourself. You can aim and achieve anything. Too often people put a ceiling on their ability because of things others have said, self-doubt, etc., and this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. It's gonna sound so cliche and all that, like, whatever. If you want to do something, you need to just do it, okay? You need to not listen to anyone, because no one knows what's best for you, okay? Unless you're doing like really destructive things, then yeah, you should probably listen to another person if they're telling you to stop drinking all the time, But regardless, so don't listen to anyone else about what you should do with your life. You need to figure out what makes you happy and do your own thing. And don't ever limit yourself either, because that is such a true thing. Like the whole, you're the creator of your own reality, like, I think that is absolutely true, okay? Because if you're gonna sit there and tell yourself, oh no, that's impossible, I can never do that, then yeah, you're right, it is impossible and you'll never do it, because you're already telling yourself that you'll never do it. I'm sure there was a lot of people who once told these really successful people now, like before they got successful, there was definitely so many people who were like, oh, that's impossible, you'll never do that, you don't have the money, you're not smart enough, you're not tall enough, all this other stuff, whatever. It's like they were definitely told that, and then they chose to not listen to those people, because what do they know? Instead of closing your mind off to the possibility that something can be achieved, question, okay, how can I do that? What can I do to get, maybe not there, but close to it, okay? How can I work towards that? Because when you tell yourself that something's impossible, or when you settle for, oh no, I can never do that, then your brain shuts off. And you don't think about it, and you just accept the fact that I'm just not good enough, rather than saying, how can I be good enough? How can I get that done? And then you actually start thinking about it more, and then you take steps towards getting there, okay? So yeah, don't ever put a limitation on yourself. Don't ever listen to what other people say, because they don't know anything. They don't know what's best for you. That always gets me really fired up whenever people say like, oh, you can't do that. Like, who are you? Like, get out of here, okay? With your negativity. Nobody wants that. Just because you gave up on your dreams, okay, doesn't mean that this person has to. So beat it. Get out of here with your negative thoughts and opinions. Nobody wants them. If you want to remember to bring something with you, put your keys with it. You don't go far without it. Yeah, usually I'll do that. Like, I'll just kind of keep all those things together. Like, my phone, wallet, and keys are like always together. Like, especially like, if I know that I have to go out, they're just always going to be right next to each other, just so I don't forget them. Because I've had times where I went out to eat and I realized when I got the bill that I didn't have my wallet. and I had to drive home and get it and then come back to the restaurant. And that sucks, okay? That has literally happened to me before. So yeah, keep important things, just keep them together. Like your phone, wallet, and keys, like always together. That's just what I do anyway. Those are the 3 main things for me. Alright, so I think that's it for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're not, it helps out. I feel like I gotta get a new light. I feel like this just I look too saturated and orange, and it's junking up my video, it's making me look bad, okay? Alright, I'll see you in the next one.